Yo, yo, yo. Well, everybody. Matt, I love the Hawks too, my boy. We love the Hawks. Welcome to the open gym. We love the Hawks over here as well, man. So greatly appreciate you becoming a member over here in the open gym. Welcome in as we prepare to take on Cleveland. We are here, y'all. So Trey Young news is here. MRI sprain or MRI sprain. Let's get this dub, big. Let's get this dub. Let's get this dub. Big swill. So Atlanta playing Cleveland minus Trae Young. MRI news did come back. It was a sprained MCL. So people are guessing it's like a grade two sprain. Um, so grade two. I'm not a doctor, so uh, all the news I've heard with the grade two sprain is going to be about 6 weeks. Excuse me. So yeah, 6 weeks minus Trey. I think this year Hawks should survive. Obviously, their roster is um, definitely equipped for um, injury this year. So unfortunate as it is, Trey is out for about 6 weeks now, so but I think it's a good opportunity for other Hawks players to, step up and, kinda get some, not fame, but, get their name out there. So, Cleveland is kinda banged up. They're missing Darius Garland. I'm not sure if Donovan Mitchell, he's a game time decision, but yeah, Cavs will be a little banged up as well, but we'll see, man, we'll see. They took care of the Pacers last game, so appreciate everybody tapping in as well. I just want to shout out to everybody real quick for hitting the mic arm and stuff. But yeah, man, we are about to be underway. Y'all know how the NBA is. Not very punctual about starting times. But yeah, man, about to get into it. So we are on playback, Twitch, and YouTube tonight. So I want to say appreciate and welcome in everybody on whatever platform you are on. But playback is the platform to watch the game with us along in the open gym. So yeah, man, we uh we are here. So still early on in this season though. Still early on in this season, so not too many definitives, I think. So it's a good place to be if you're a Hawks fan. Unfortunately, if you're an Atlanta sports fan, the Falcons lost today. I'm glad I kind of fell asleep. I fell asleep during like halftime because dog, we lost by missing the extra point. Oh man, yeah, I know it's tough. It's tough out here for Atlanta sports, but through the fire, man. Together we shall. Okay, so it looks like Donovan Mitchell is playing, so it'll be interesting to see, man. Quinn Snyder facing off against his old player, and obviously DeAndre Hunter is facing off against his old team. So we're facing an old friend in DeAndre Hunter. So yeah, man. National anthem's underway right now, so we'll get to it here shortly. So man, what y'all think, man? Y'all think Atlanta gonna get the dub tonight? It's gonna be a tough one. It's definitely not gonna be as easy as the Pacer game. In the third quarter, Atlanta handled business. That's been typically where Atlanta loses games is the third quarter. They let the opposing team kind of start off to a good third quarter, so while they come out flat. So they came out firing in that third quarter in the NBA Cup game. So you love to see that. So a couple key players we're gonna focus on. You know, Jalen, especially without Trey, Jalen, Zach, and Dyson. Those are my 3 that I like to keep my eye on. 'Cause I think Kristaps is gonna, do his thing. Onyeka is another key player for me. Um, if Onyeka's kinda having a good game off the bench, he's kinda holding it down for that, 2nd unit, and, he gets a lot of minutes, with the 1st unit, so we kinda saw that coming. Onyeka's not starting. Oh, yeah, Larry Nance, man, that sucks. Larry Nance was a pretty good addition, man. I wish we coulda kept Larry. Larry was pretty cool. Man, Larry. Larry. So, yeah, Atlanta playing a couple of old, former Hawks, so, yeah, man, like I said, NBA is not punctual about starting times, but yeah, y'all know. So I'm just getting my Wi-Fi correct. I don't want it to be janky on y'all. But yeah, man, we are here. So, yeah, if you're kinda just tapping in, not too familiar with, what's going on in the Hawks world, no Trae Young for about 6 weeks. I forgot Cavs, got Lonzo. So, yeah, no Trae Young for Atlanta, but I think Atlanta definitely, what you call it, they missed a major bullet with, Trae Young only spraining his MCL, so quick recovery of Trae. Okay, Benny says Hawks in a close one. I'm with Benny. I think it's gonna be close. It's gonna be a slugfest. Uh, it's going to be a slugfest for sure, so we got Cleveland doing their, intros now. Game is about to be underway. Yes, yes. So, Benny, I'm with you, man. Benny, it's gonna be a close one. Let me get that poll started over here on, playback. Oh, Larry Nance starts for the Cavs. Alright, man, we got the poll going over on playback, so feel free to cast your vote. But yes, we are live on all 3 platforms. Oh, yeah, it's storming outside, man. It's storming outside. So, yeah, if you, still got some VIPs available, so if you wanna watch the game along with us, tap in on playback. Tell your VIP it's getting full. So, if you wanna watch the game, we're over on playback. Like I said, I'm handing out VIPs, man, handing out VIPs. So, Atlanta versus Cleveland, so Atlanta obviously missing their key guy. We are missing Trae Young, so the starters are gonna be Nickeil, Dyson, Zach, Jalen, and Kristaps. So usual starters, just Nickeil is in place for Trae. Starters for Cleveland are gonna be Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Tyson, DeAndre Hunter, Larry Nance, and Evan Mobley. So, um, like I said, Cleveland is banged up, so both teams are facing an injury bug early on here. All right, man, here we go. I'm about to be underway here. Here we go, man. So we have tipped off here in Cleveland. Atlanta got the tip. All right, man. Here we go. Mm, early turnover and got allows Cleveland to get on the run there. Got a little mixed up. Tyson drove, didn't really know what to do. The kill, not shy, putting that shot up, which is good, man. No, that's really coach's Quinn game plan. Just let it fly. So Evan Mobley is the first one. Larry Nance did a good job staying active on the boards, poking that ball free. So, yeah, our old friend Larry Nance, man. Uh, so early on here, Atlanta's offense is kind of slow. Yo, J Rose. Nah, Trey Young is out for I would say for about 6 weeks. We're thinking MCL sprain. So quick timeout, a minute and some change, man. So 7-0, slow start for Atlanta. Another one. Coach Quinn had his glasses off, so he was hurt. He was a little pissed off. So yeah, J Rose, no Trey Young for the next couple of games, unfortunately. So um, no Trey Young, man. That's gonna hurt for Atlanta. But hey, I think this year, like I said, Atlanta's roster is I think a little more equipped to handle some injuries this year. No Darius Garland either. So Cleveland still or Jarrett Allen. So Cleveland banged up as well. So no excuses for Atlanta, man. They still got a couple of people that can make some stuff shake. So we'll see. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see what happens here. They were able to beat the banged up Pacers the other night. So yeah, Pacers are going through it. They got their first dub against the Warriors, surprisingly. So yeah, man, yeah, man, I don't feel any type of sympathy for the Pacers, low key. Low key, man. We about to be going through the same thing though. We're missing our star guys, so granted it's not for the whole season. It might be for like a month, some change. So but that's a blessing though with just how the injury looks. Facts. They've had their shine, so they've definitely had their opportunity. Um, I'm sick of the Pacer glaze. I'm ready for the Hawks to get their turn in the spotlight. So yeah, man, no Trey Young. I think it'll be good though. Good for the team to kind of practice, stepping their games up. You know, it'll just be more reps for the game. So yes, man. A quick timeout from Atlanta. So we're about to be back underway. 7-0 deficit. So Hawks coming out of a timeout. 17 seconds left on the shot clock. So Atlanta usually starts pretty slow. Starts games off kind of slacking anyway. So you can't lie. Indiana was kind of a little different. Yeah. So turnover leads to a DeAndre Hunter three ball. Ooh, that's tough. I think this might be one of my first games watching DeAndre Hunter play against the Hawks. I don't know if he's been kind of out the last couple times. Okay, Ricochet, exactly what we need. So Ricochet finds the basket on that drive. So yeah, man. Atlanta. That's a typical Atlanta fashion. They sometimes coming out of the gates, it's a little tough. So, but I think you can attribute that to just it being early on. I don't necessarily think it's like an effort thing. I think sometimes their offense looks they just have too many options sometimes, so that they don't really know who to go to for real, like the first possession of the game. But once the game gets rolling, ooh, good look though, good look. I wish that fell for Ricochet. So Ricochet misses a corner look from the Jalen pass. Good defense. So Ricochet's guarding Mitchell. Good stuff. Ooh, that's just a good shot. So Cleveland, obviously doing Cleveland things, man, jumping out to a hot start here. Oh, you got that in the queue. You got that. So, uh, old teammate Larry Nance, man, that's tough. Gets the steal. DeAndre Hunter draws a foul. So they're saying the Nikhil pushed him before the shot. So 2 to 13 here early on in the first quarter, 9 minutes to go. Tough start for Atlanta, but hey, Atlanta's resilient, man. Yeah, I think Atlanta is a pretty resilient team, so they stick around. Kinda tough to run them out the building, so I know you lying. You gonna lose any game with somebody that, like, start out that hot. That's crazy work. Mitchell knocks down a 3, and there we go. Kristaps active on the glass. Jalen, that's all we need, man. So strong drive to the rim. I know Cleveland is a pretty good defensive team, so as, what's his name? Evan Mobley gets that little hook shot to go. There we go, and one as Jalen was fighting for that, Larry Nance tied it up, and Jalen worked it away and got the shot up. As yeah, man, playing the old teammate Larry Nance, he's gonna kinda know your game. So, just gotta be prepared for that. So Jalen averaging 20 points this year, and 58 from the field, so good stuff from Jalen early on this season. Good stuff from, oh, wow, great lead pass, as Ricochet gathers that pass, transition pass. Larry Nance has been doing a really good job on Porzingis, uh, not allowing that pass in there because I think he knows once he gets that pass in there, he might be cooked. We kinda see that right there. Porzingis draws the foul on Larry Nance. Larry Nance was doing a really good job at denying that entry pass, so Lance tried that multiple times and kinda come away with turnovers, but they finally got it in the post to Kristaps, and, you see the result. So, that was kind of, Larry Nance's downfall last year. We obviously didn't have a player like Evan Mobley to have his back, so Kristaps misses the first of 2 at the line. He's at 83% free throw shooter this season, here early on, so free throws have been a little struggle for Atlanta. You wouldn't think so, but you're gonna miss every now and then. So hopefully they can turn it around when they need to. So we got starter still out there for Atlanta, same crew, but down 10 now. Donovan Mitchell gets his first miss finally. He's caught flame here. Dyson is tagging the rim, kicks it to Nikhil. Hawks working it around. Yeah, nah, it's definitely playoffs or bust. As Ricochet cuts aggressively, it's that nice little finger roll to go. But yeah, man. J Rose, definitely playoffs or bust. I don't think I'll be upset if they kinda fall to the play-in, kinda understanding circumstances, players might get hurt and stuff, so in the context of a fully healthy year, I do believe Atlanta will be a top team in the East. Obviously didn't start out that, you know, firing out the gates. So obviously have to take that into account. So, um, if they can weather this storm without Trey and, kind of find some wins when, they're probably the underdog in those games, then I think we should be a top 6 team for sure. Um, I don't think it's, impossible. Facts. Definitely, man. My fault. I definitely got to try to remember my bias because, I could say Hawks gonna win the East, and I still might, believe myself. But I think every fan deserves to be a little delusional, though, if we're being honest. It just creates good fandom. Now, obviously, I think every fan should acknowledge their delusion, but, but yeah, I guess my delusion will be Hawks gonna make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. That's my delusional take as a fan this year for the 25-26 season. That's my one delusional take. Like, easily make the Eastern Conference Finals because I don't think it's out of the realm of possibilities. Because those matchups in the playoffs, that's what it takes. Good matchups and, a little bit of luck, so I think Atlanta has even though Trey's injury sucks, don't get me wrong, it's gonna suck to have no Trey Young. Uh, Atlanta is super lucky that it's just a sprained MCL, man. Like, I don't think, Yeah, facts. Heat fans were a little, I know they were nervous this year, but that's good. They're in the division. They're in the same division as Atlanta, so honestly, how you feel about the Pacers is how I feel about the Heat. So yeah, the Heat can honestly fall off a cliff, and I would not be upset. Any team in Florida can fall off a cliff, and I wouldn't be upset, to be honest. So yeah, that's where my bias is coming in. So Lonzo Ball checking in here for Cleveland. But yeah, man, Jalen doing a decent job trying to facilitate the offense. I think it was a little slow. Like I said, Atlanta, I think, has too many options to try to get a play going and find their shots. So it can kind of be overwhelming for them if they don't have Trey to kind of facts, bro. Yeah, that's really the national media too. It's Jalen tries to find Ricochet in the corner, but DeAndre picks that off. Um, hasn't had the best of luck facilitating, but he's done a decent job passing some folks open. Lonzo for 3, so 11-point deficit for Atlanta. God damn it. I think Ricochet just tripped over himself. That sucks. Man, just taking away Sam Merrill. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a crazy year for the East. I think it'll be obviously what you call it. I think it's up in the air for most of them. Yeah, I think yeah, Atlanta's doing typical Atlanta things right now. I think they're competitive, but just some things aren't going their way as Ricochet checks out for Luke Kennard. Um, but yeah, a thing to watch for Atlanta is what you call it? Nope, shot clock, baby. Is the glass, man. Atlanta has had a hard time, keeping teams off the offensive glass. So that would definitely be a point of emphasis for Atlanta to kind of watch that. So Jalen Powers that through got get himself what 6 points, 12 to 21 now, 9 point game. Jalen's guarding his old pal DeAndre Hunter. Yeah, that's what we used to seeing. DeAndre breaks that straightaway three. So yeah, I think that's it's just a couple things. Yeah, there we go. As Nikhil drives it strong, picks up a foul there. Um, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's why half the league is named Jalen. It's definitely why half the league is named Jalen. So I know they're not finna challenge that. They're gonna challenge that early? Wow. So they must trust their assistant coach. Exactly, at least maybe 2 Jalen's. Exactly. It's an average of 1.5, I think. Each NBA team has to have 1 or 1 or 2 Jalen's. Cleveland has a Jalen, on their squad too. Crazy, man. Every variation of it as well. Don't make no sense. But yeah, man, we're gonna take a peek at these stats while the, challenge is ongoing. So, I mean, he got the ball, but I mean, he's still got his arm too. So we'll see, man. We'll see how this call goes. Cleveland challenging it early on in the game. First quarter is kind of a they must know something. They definitely must know something if they're challenging a call this early. It's 6 minutes in. That's crazy. So for Atlanta, positive things. Ricochet starting the game off pretty well, 2 or 3 from the field. Jalen doing Jalen things, 3 or 4, 7 points, 2 rebounds already, and assist. So Hawks guards just not doing too well, obviously. You wanna keep an eye on Dyson, keep an eye on Nikhil, see how those 2 kinda operate the offense as the lead, ball handlers out there. So Dyson had a pretty good game offensively. He got his 3 steals too. So defensively had a pretty good game last game as well. So yeah, man, I think Cleveland just man, that's weak. Successful challenge here for Cleveland. Appreciate Davi for moderating over here in the open gym on playback. Greatly appreciate you. So yeah, man, Atlanta down by 9 points here early on. Cavs just getting everything to go. I think that's what it is. Lonzo and Onyeka chopping it up. Man, what? For real, dog. Come on, man. I said, y'all know y'all shouldn't be challenging this stuff this early, man. Come on. We just getting warmed up too. I don't understand what Scott Foster said there because I was not expecting this to result in Nikhil Alexander free throws. Hey, yo, I'll take it though. I'll definitely take it, bro. So Atlanta down by 7. Nikhil knocked those 2 free throws down, and Mo Gay has checked in for, Dyson. So, Onyeka, Luke, Jalen, as Cleveland misses, Nikhil, and, Mo. So those are the 5 out there for Atlanta. There you go, you got the mismatch. Nikhil against, Evan Mobley gets tough. Chattanooga hoop legend there, Nikhil Alexander for 2. So, yeah, man, Atlanta right now, I think matching up well with Cleveland. Yeah. Yeah. Yup. Nikhil gets a strip on DeAndre. Who coming in? Dyson's coming back in for who? So 16 to 21, 4 minutes to go here for Atlanta. Hawks are on a 12 to 3 run, man. So yeah, man. Defense kind of warming up, kind of getting some stops, corralling the ball on the glass. There we go. Oh, there we go. Thank you. So nice little dump off there. Luke got it to Mo. Mo went up. They fouled him. So yeah, man, I think that's an underrated aspect of Luke Kennard's game. He does a pretty really good job at facilitating. It's kind of an underrated aspect of his game as Vit Krejci is looking to check in the game for Atlanta here early on. Hasn't got too much run recently, but now with the Trey Young news that he's going to be out for a while, I'm assuming Hawks are going to throw out different rotations and Veet has found himself under Keaton Wallace in the roster rotation spot. So Moge knocks that free throw down, makes it 18 to 21. Those 2 free throws. So Atlanta, like I said, they've struggled at the line, but tonight 6 of 7. So they've only missed one. So that's a really good sign for Atlanta. Got it, Mo. Good stuff. Good stuff. There you go. There you go, Dyson. There you go. Veet. Veet looks a little bit nervous. Looks a little nervous. So and you could try to get that little floating little runner hook over Larry Nance, just couldn't get it to fall. Donovan Mitchell continues to nope, he's not continuing that heater, y'all. So he's hit a cold stretch right there. V Krejci comes in, fires one up, but missed that one. It's a 3-point lead here for the Cavs. Like I said, Atlanta's doing a really good job. I think they match up quite well. They got a really tall team out there. Obviously, with no Trae Young, your average height, I think, goes up. So, it'll be interesting to see, Mo not a great pass, man. Gotta hustle back on defense, man, as Alonzo lines that 3 up too easily, and they allow that to happen. So, 6-point lead for the Cavs. So, Mo just turned it over, unfortunately. Wasn't the greatest effort. Not just him, so but just gotta do better. So, you gotta keep those turnovers under wraps. Cleveland a really good defensive team. No nothing. No nothing, man. Didn't get even backboard, rim. So, yes, this is where Atlanta's gonna struggle, man. No really facilitator, no Keaton Wallace right now, so, Veet is in the game for Atlanta, so I don't know, man. Atlanta's gonna kinda struggle with getting their offense created, hey, man, I appreciate everybody tapped in, man. I got folks with the VIPs this game, so So, yes, yes, man, 18 to 26. Ooh, Dyson swatted there, so Hawks trailing 18-26 now, down 8. Offense was going, but these rotations kinda got us mixed up, man. Oh my god. As the Dyson misses the first of 2. Hopefully, we can get another one 'cause that was tough. Yeah, 0 for 2 from the line. It's tough. Dyson misses those both, so Atlanta kinda made that run while Donovan Mitchell was on the bench for Cleveland, so, yeah, Larry Nance misses smokes that one. Hawks offense trying to get something going as Jalen is kinda in control of it, finds V in the corner. There we go. We need that. If you win, you gotta knock it down, so V hits the 3, puts it at 21 for Atlanta, so it's a 5-point game now. Oh, it's a foul. They're calling a foul on V, which is kind of expected. V isn't the strongest defender Atlanta has to offer. So Cleveland just lost their matchups. V found the corner, knocked it down like it's supposed to. Business as usual. So here early on for Atlanta. Cleveland's just really getting anything to go. Oh yeah, good stuff though. Good stuff. Way to be in the spot you need to be. There you go, Dyson. Just aggressive, aggressive. Didn't get it to go, but aggressive. You need him to be attacking the rim, shooting the three ball when it's open. I don't care if it goes in or he misses. Just gotta be aggressive, like I said. So there we go. Atlanta doing well, doing what they need to do. I think they can live with these driving kicks. There we go. Jalen to Onyeka. Um, they seem to have a good chemistry. Pretty good friends on and off the floor, it seems like. So Jalen and Onyeka should have they should do really well together in this time without Trey. So you're just tapping in. Yeah, we did get the MRI news on Trey Young. So Trey Young is out for at least 4 to 6 weeks with the MCL sprain. So luckily, no structural damage for Trey. So, yeah, as Atlanta fans and obviously Trey dodged a bullet. Obviously, you want Trey back out on the floor as soon as possible. So we're gonna miss Trey, but it's a blessing, man. So Atlanta caught some luck there. I think they definitely caught some luck. It looked pretty ugly. As Noah Clowney pushed Moget into Trey. So Mo landed on Trey inadvertently. So oh my god. If you're gonna foul him, if you're gonna foul him, you gotta foul him, dog. Don't just put your hip on him. Gotta foul him, big dog. So Sam Merrill got that oh no, my bad. That's definitely not Sam Merrill. That's Dean Wade. That's D Wade, the white one, white D Wade. So 6 points. So Atlanta finally kinda got their offense to go, but defense is kinda the the area of struggle now for Atlanta. So 30 seconds to go in the first quarter, 7-point game. Dyson, Jalen, Onyeka, Luke, and Reed are in the game. No Keen Wallace either for Atlanta, so Keen Wallace is out with flu-like symptoms. So this is probably where Keenan would probably get some run in instead of Reed. And Luke Kennard and Jalen have a little miscommunication there. So, yeah, like I said, no Keen Wallace either for Atlanta, so Atlanta missing all their point guards. Oh, that sucks. I mean, Nikhil and Dyson, have played point guard in their careers, so, wasn't, probably Atlanta's thinking that, they'd have 2 point guards out right now. So, 'cause I honestly don't think, because Nico Juricic is not a point guard. The other two-way guys, Ellie and Jai. Um, Jacob, oh, what a move. Wow. So Donovan Mitchell got that nice drive too far, so puts it at 9. So, man, oh, man. So, slow start for Atlanta. They kinda came back here in that, mid first quarter, but towards the end, slid it slip away, but at least it's not like a, insurmountable lead. Still single digits, nothing to worry about. Obviously, Cleveland is not gonna be as easy to kinda blow by like Indiana was. Definitely have a different rotation for sure. They're missing not Evan Mobley. They're missing Jared Allen, Darius Garland. Looks like Sam Merrill is in street clothes. Um, so missing a couple key guys for Cleveland. Atlanta is missing the key guy, so that's what kind of sucks for Atlanta. Unfortunately, no Trey Young, which is gonna be the story these next 4 to 6 weeks. So Trey's gonna miss about a month and some change. Hopefully, that is the reevaluation period that Atlanta's medical team gave us. I think today or yesterday. So finally got the news that Trey was gonna be, somewhat all right. So no structural damage, just a MCL sprain. So lucky for everybody. So quick recovery to Trey. But as we go through the stats over here on NBA.com, Atlanta's just trusting Jalen Johnson with the offense, really. And, when he's in, he's done a really good job at, staying aggressive, finding the lane so he can dish off to his teammates or drive the ball pretty strong. So it's a pretty positive thing to see Jalen kind of attack the rim aggressively and kind of do the things he needs to do to make an impact on the game. So with that being said, man, we're gonna take a look at the game chart too. So kind of look at what's happening. Um, Cleveland has held on to the lead since the start. Kind of ran away with it early on, and Atlanta kind of chipped away. So Cleveland had a total of 13 more field goal attempts. So obviously, probably due to uh, some turnovers, they caused Atlanta to kind of throw away, and some offensive rebounds. So obviously, for Atlanta, you want to kind of not let that be the story of the game. Um, wow, if you take a look at the rebounding numbers, Atlanta's winning by 9. So Cleveland might be just getting important rebounds. So excuse me. So 22-31. Somebody got chucked into the bench. What is that? Jalen Tyson. So second quarter underway, 22-31. So in for Atlanta is Maurice Shea has checked in for the, I think Luke. So it's V, Dyson, Onyeka, KP, and Maurice Shea. So this lineup probably the first time they're getting some minutes together. They're fine. Finds Onyeka at the top. Onyeka drills the three. So quick three from Onyeka. Nice to see him knock that three down. So shout out to Onyeka, man. Definitely worked on his game as his career has progressed. Ooh, as Evan Mobley gets that to go. Wasn't really expecting that to fall. So 8 points. Dyson attacking the rim over the so-called defensive player of the year, Evan Mobley. So Dyson gets that first field goal to go. So 27 and 33. Fraudulent depoy. Dyson gonna have to step up them steals though. He got to average 3 this year. That's what I'm talking about. Atlanta causes a shot clock violation, so you want to keep an eye on the turnover battle. Atlanta is currently losing that one 9-3, so they're giving the ball up 9 times. But I think that will change. And one, too strong, dog. What you talking about? As Chris Kristaps Porzingis powers through right there for the bucket and the foul. Excuse me. Here we go. 4 point game, or it was a 4 point game, 3 point game now. 3 point game as Chris Kristaps knocks down the free throw for the and one. Oh yeah, Dyson, good stuff. They definitely just three triple team that man and come away with the steal. Oh no! They give it away. Oh my god, that's just an unforced turnover. So Atlanta has a couple of those as well. So they've been right there, man, just unable to turn the corner. KP doing well, man. KP is doing well. He's working himself into the Hawks system pretty well. Um, kinda obviously he's kinda doing KP things, so kinda don't have to worry about him doing his own thing, but just gotta worry about him just filling in that, as a center. So yeah, man, I think this year he has a good possibility, especially him and Onyeka kinda splitting those minutes. Step back three. Off right there. Good stuff, V. V. Oh, Thomas Bryant gets the block. No, no, and one. KP just kind of throws it up. So yeah, man, KP. I think KP will hopefully has a good chance. I don't believe that. Hold on, man. I don't believe that. So Jalen Tyson draws the foul on Ricochet. I would like to see that. So V tried to dunk on Thomas Bryant. Bryant said, "Hell nah," but Chris Kristaps cleans it up right there. Definitely looking for that and one. Questionable foul call for that Ricochet call. So the Cavs put the lead to 4 points. V isn't the strongest playmaker as Kristaps shoots the fading three. Onyeka shoots the up and under. Oh my God, V, what are you doing? My man's just not ready for the moment, man. It's all good. Oh my god. You just dove and took Dyson out. What are you doing, dog? What are you doing? Oh, brother. So Atlanta. Um, nah, for sure. Appreciate you, J Rose, tapping into playback in the open gym over here. Might hop on 2K later tonight too. So if you on the sticks, I definitely will be might be gaming later tonight too. Definitely gotta eat first before that, but we'll be on for sure. We'll be on in the open gym tonight on 2K for sure. Um Tough, man. Atlanta is right there, but that might be the story of the night, man. Just getting close and not being able to turn that corner. So as Cleveland stretches the lead out to 7, you look at the team comparisons. Like I said, Atlanta winning the rebounding battle, but I'm sure Cleveland is getting the important ones, like the offensive glass and whatnot. Because Atlanta's shooting all right from the field, 50%. They're doing a good job at drawing fouls as well. So um, just shooting horribly from three, 22%. Thankfully, Cleveland isn't shooting like lights out as a team from three. So I don't know what the in arena entertainment over there. I don't know what they got going on in Cleveland. So yeah, man, good game for Atlanta, I guess, as in the category they needed to be. But points wise, not fair in Atlanta's way. So V Krejci has gotten some run, which probably wasn't my favorite minutes of the game, but it's gonna have to happen as Atlanta does not have Keaton Wallace to kind of throw in there and kind of run their offense. So unfortunate as it may be, is what it is, man. You got to roll with the punches. So yeah, man, they're talking about Trey Young's injury. He will be reevaluated in 4 weeks. So I think it'll be about 6 weeks in total. So no Trey Young for about 15, maybe 18, 20 games. There we go. Ricochet finds the corner. Oh man, that's a good shot though. Nikhil, Nikhil got it to him. Onyeka just loses possession there, unfortunately. So 7 point game, man. 8 minutes to go. Atlanta losing the turnover battle. That's like another point of emphasis to watch for Atlanta. In and out there for Cleveland. Ricochet gathers the rebound, pushing the break. Come on. Finds Porzingis. Excellent, excellent, excellent. There we go, man. Porzingis gets the little baby hook to go, 34, 39. Good stuff from Ricochet, 2 assists. Finding the big man with position there. There we go. Yeah, no way, that's on the floor, man. What are you talking about, bro? As Nikhil gets pushed in the back. Oh, as they're replaying the AP bucket. Kinda wanna see that other defensive replay, so that's kinda crazy, bro. So they called it on the floor, 14 seconds, in the shot clock for Cleveland. Dean Wade misses that good stuff. Atlanta causes a miss, frustrating their offense there. Oh my goodness. Just too strong. That's unfortunate. It was a good find, so another kinda unforced turnover there for Atlanta as Jalen gathers the rebound. Yes, bro, it was one of them pure animations. There we go, Ricochet taking it up strong, so for me as a Ricochet supporter, positive to see, Ricochet take advantage of his chances. 3 of 5 from the field, 6 points. Obviously not, jumping off the stat sheet, but making a really big impact for Atlanta kinda being there when Atlanta is kinda struggling finding, some scoring, so positive stuff from Ricochet. So 6 minutes, 38 seconds to go, 17 on the shot clock for Cleveland, and Thomas Bryant checks back out for Larry Nance. We'll see how it goes, man. It's 36-39. Hopefully, if Atlanta's defense can play the way they've been playing, we'll be alright as, the rotation is Nikhil, Zach, Luke, Onyeka, and Jalen in for Atlanta. Back cut. Oh, Ricochet was on that. Let's go. Yep. Hey, let's go. Let's go, Ricochet. Good stuff. Way to be, vigilant on that. No, oh, no foul? That's tough. That was a good move, though. Nice move to split the defense right there from Nikhil. Nikhil's doing a good job over these past couple games. Stay aggressive on that drive. Long rebound. There we go. There we go. Ricochet gathers it. DeAndre Hunter is pressing him. There you go. Got it cleared out. Cleveland's defense is doing a really good job at, just cutting that drive off for Atlanta, whoever drives. That's not a foul, dog? Thank you, bro. Atlanta has stayed getting called on loose balls for rebounds. Sheesh. Obviously, you pushed. Obviously, you pushed him, so our old pal DeAndre Hunter thought he could muscle Ricochet, and that wasn't the case, bro. You fouled him, dog. You fouled him, bro. You're not in position, bro. You're not even like that, bro. You're not even like that, dog. So DeAndre playing his replacement. 5 minutes to go, man. 5 minutes to go. There we go. Ricochet finds Kennard. Kennard makes it happen. So 1 point game, 38-39 here for Atlanta. See if Atlanta's defense can keep it going. Larry Nance, thank you. He's still with us. He's still with us. Oh, come on, bro. That's not a foul. Come on, dog. Nope. That not being a foul, he really just plowed through Ricochet, dog. Like, what are we doing? The fact that that wasn't a foul, redo. There we go, Luke for 3. Let's go, boy. Let's get him out of here, man. Tie game. Hasn't been a tie game since it was 0-0. Oh, but that's a foul? But that's a foul. So DeAndre Hunter drove to the basket and picked up a foul. So pretty decent free throw shooter, so I'm expecting him to knock these down. So Dyson and KP checking back in the game for Ricochet and Onyeka. So looks like it's gonna be a Dyson, Nikhil, KP, Jalen, and Luke to finish his half off, probably, I'm guessing. So rotations definitely have been a thing to kind of keep an eye on for Atlanta. I know a lot of Hawks fans haven't been the hottest on Coach Quinn, or highest, I should say. So 2-point lead for Cleveland as DeAndre knocks down the second of two. Illegal. Womp womp. So 41-43 as Kristaps commits another Hawks turnover with the illegal screen. So 41-43, man, 2-point game. Looks like, I mean, they did a good job at tying the game, but I don't know. 13 turnovers is definitely going to be the story of the game, though, for sure. Um, Good passing there by Cleveland, kind of splitting the Hawks defense up there. Kind of looks pretty similar to Atlanta's offense. They get that ball at that, a short roll, um, that high post area is Dyson. Can't get it to go, but Jalen says, "I'll clean that up for us." Keeps the lead at 2. So KP against Evan Mobley. Let's go. Evan Mobley leads it short. 3 minutes to go, man. 2-point game. Jalen finds Luke in the three. That was a good find. He might have been able to jack that up. Oh yeah. Don't even try. Air Force One taking off, baby. Jalen gets that to go. And Dean Wade and knocks down the three. So Atlanta quick to tie it, but Cleveland maybe a little quicker to extend the lead. So no foul call. Scott Foster got the fixer in the game. So 45-48 here. So Dyson's guarding Evan Mobley. Um, got the switch. There we go. Got the switch. And Donovan Mitchell shoots it over while defense is rotation, but he misses. So Jalen against Larry, kicks it to Nikhil, still finds him for three. Tie game, baby. And one. And one. Let's go. Wait, is that a timeout or and one? I don't know. As they replay the Jalen Johnson getting up, dog. Get up, big homie. As Jalen gets it to go. So I don't know if that was a timeout or Luke Kennard just a 4-point play opportunity. So Atlanta might have an opportunity to take the lead for the first time in the game. So positive stuff. Game is sitting at 48 apiece. Atlanta has done a good job at kind of neutralizing Cleveland's impact players. So it's a real positive thing to see, though, too, as well. The guys coming in for Atlanta from the bench, Moge, Luke. V kind of had some mistakes, but overall he hit a three. So it's done all right, I think. Onyeka playing positive, isn't shooting the best, but came in, hit a three. He's played some really good defense, facilitating at an all right, pretty good. Um, so good stuff from Atlanta. So pretty positive results. I can't lie. So like to see that for Atlanta. The key guys that I kind of have been keeping an eye on these past couple games, Zach, Jalen, and Dyson. Those three Jalen's doing Jalen things. 5 of 7 from the field, um, 8 rebounds already, 3 assists. So kind of having a normal Jalen game already. Um, About to be on triple double watch here again. He had like 13 rebounds last game. So just really, really good to see that as a Hawks fan, and it's dope to see that for Jalen. Got injured last year. I think last year was gonna be his breakout year, but he's finna hit the scene, man. So buy your Jalen Johnson stock right now. So shout out to Jalen. Kristaps doing Kristaps things, man. 8 points, 3 of 5 from the field. So just doing well overall, just kind of blending in with the team. That's really what you want. So yeah, like J Rose kind of mentioned, he wants KP to stay healthy as KP is a former Knick. So KP, I think that will happen with Onyeka being here for Atlanta. Even though Onyeka isn't starting, I think he's gonna get a bulk share of the minutes. So and that's gonna impact Atlanta probably, I think, the most. You don't have to drive KP into the ground minutes wise through the regular season. He should be available come postseason time if Atlanta, gets there. So, so this quarter, Atlanta has more field goals attempted. So I think it's like 22-17. So it's positive to see Atlanta's kind of their defense is kind of getting in shape as it was looking a little rocky there in the first quarter. So Luke Kennard knocks it down at the free throw to complete the 4-point play. Hit the three in the corner, and somebody fouled him. So 49-48, first lead tonight for our Atlanta Hawks. So good stuff, man. It's kind of seeming like they could get there, but they couldn't turn the corner. So Donovan Mitchell misses that. Kristaps corrals the rebound. Atlanta gets it out to Jalen. Jalen finds Kristaps trailing. Luke Kennard finds Kristaps cutting and take advantage of it. When you pour it on, dog, that's when you got to go to your big man and just hammer it home. Excuse me. So, yeah, that was total field goals. It's sitting at 21-18, but, Atlanta has hit more field goals as well. So, good to see for Atlanta. Tough to see, that miss at the free throw line for Kristaps. Kristaps, I know this isn't something to get used to. Missing free throws, I don't think is gonna be something that I don't think that's gonna be his thing, man. So misses the first of two, knocks down the second of two. He's sure overall in his career, he's a pretty good free throw shooter. So probably nothing to worry about. Just kind of shaking the rust off. So I don't want to nitpick either, as he knocks down 1 of 2. Larry Nance can't get it to go, and Atlanta was fighting for that. Cleveland is looking to crash the board like heavily. There you go. Larry Nance ain't ready for that 7 footer. Oh, Jalen in transition. Oh, brother, that's a rare miss. Oh man, I don't think Jalen was ready to lay that up. Thought he was gonna jam that. There we go, Jalen. Good stuff. Great pass to Dyson. Man, what a sequence. Just snatching that board and getting it to Dyson in transition. That one hand pass, man. Jalen's done a really good job. That's a foul. What do you have his wrist? I'm sure he had his wrist and not the ball. So Luke Kennard um, fouls Donovan Mitchell there. Let's get that replay of that pass though. It's Jalen Skies for the rebound and dishes it to Jalen or Dyson, excuse me. Um, Good stuff there. So Dyson 2 of 4 from the field, got his fourth point. Jalen got his fourth assist with that transition sequence right there. Why does 85 the ref why does he look like Malcolm Brogdon? Am I tripping, bro? Am I tripping? He looks identical. Not identical. No, let me take that back. I retract that statement. But he looks like a skinny Malcolm Brogdon. So 52-50, Atlanta's leading with 57 seconds to go in the first half. So Atlanta has their starters that they have, but Ricochet is on the bench for Kennard, so Kennard is playing instead of him, which is unfortunate. So Mobley gets it to a cutting Larry Nance. Oh my god, bro, how is that possible? So Larry Nance smoked the layup, man. So kind of a point of emphasis we'll keep an eye on for Atlanta is this turnover battle. A lot of those are unforced, I think. I would say at least 4 or 5 of those are gonna be unforced, so, um, Atlanta's sitting at 13 to, like, Cleveland's, like, 5 or something. There we go. Porzingis gets to Mobley's shot. I know Evan Mobley isn't used to that over here playing Atlanta. Another seven-footer kinda getting him out the way. So Jalen against DeAndre, man. Come on, man. Come on, dog. Come on, bruh. 11 seconds. That's a good look, man. Good look. Good look, man. So Atlanta takes the lead right before the end of the half. Good stuff from Atlanta. Way to stay resilient, way to stay in the game. A lot of positive stuff if you're a Hawks fan, honestly. No Trey Young, obviously, this game and for a couple games down the road. Um, so obviously, if you're a Hawks fan, you're gonna look to see who can kind of take take the reins as Trey is out, and Jalen is obviously stepping up to the plate. I mean, obviously, Kristaps is doing good. I think he's gonna do good in this, period without Trey. But I don't know, man. Jalen's just it's just different, man. He just has control of the team. When he's locked in, the whole team is locked in. So Jalen with excuse me, Jalen Johnson early double double. So triple double watch. He already has 4 assists. So great stuff from Jalen there in that aspect. So 11 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, shooting 5 of 8 from the field. Man, love to see that from Jalen. Starting five for Atlanta doing really good. Just doing their thing. Everybody's contributing. Jalen and excuse me, Nikhil and Dyson each with 4 points. Not shooting the best. Not the greatest shooting game from either of those guys, but Dyson kind of turned it around. He only had taken like one field goal maybe in the start of the second quarter, but two ended the second quarter with 2 of 4. So good stuff from Dyson, but obviously want to see him be a little bit more aggressive since with the absence of Trey Young. But he's holding it down on defense. Already got a steal and a block. So doing Dyson things. So and with missing Keaton Wallace, I know Keaton isn't like the key to Atlanta success, but he is helpful and he has been getting minutes to like filler minutes just to kind of give the second unit a break between the second and first unit. So that role is taken up by V Krejci this game. So he's doing all right. Kind of had to get a little warmed up there. So hopefully he can kind of turn it around and be impactful in those, that small window of minutes he has. No Mo Gay too, or at least not much of Mo. But Mo was in there when the Hawks were kind of going on that run there, so I don't really see why Mo isn't getting more burn. Obviously, Jalen having a pretty good game, Kristaps having a good game, 9 points, 9 rebounds. So those two seem to be pretty important for Atlanta's success. So um, would probably like to see more Mo and Ricochet play, or Mo minutes and Ricochet minutes. So, but Luke Kennard doing a hell of a job off the bench, man. 14 minutes, and in those 14 minutes, 3 of 4 from the field, 9 points. So you like to see that 2 of 3 from three as well. So Hawks fans are gonna be excited to see his 3-point shooting on showcase. So I know a lot of the worry was he wasn't shooting enough. So um, and obviously without Trey, it's like you're kind of missing the why it was so special. But so he can still get him up, kind of contribute to the game in other areas as well. He doesn't just have to be a shooter. He's done a good job this year. A lot of people attack him fairly strong on the wing or whenever he's out on that 3-point line. So he's done a good job at attacking contests or closeouts and getting to the rim or finding his teammates. So look for Luke to kind of play that role while Trey Young is out. That kind of pseudo playmaker, um, pseudo point guard. So shout out to Luke, man, and he's kind of like a vet, so he can get these young guys kind of teach him a thing or two. So um, no, not a lot of Mo Gay minutes this game so far. He's only gotten 5. He is the least. Um, he is the Hawk with the least amount of minutes, unfortunately. Um, but it might just be a matchup thing, Cleveland does have a lot of bigs, so but when he was in the game, it was really positive, I can't lie, so, um, drew a foul, got to the line, and got some rebounds, so yeah, man, Atlanta is fighting. Onyeka, not the greatest, stat game, but luckily, it's not all about the box score, but he's been impactful, hit a 3, um, been active on defense, just trying to box out somebody, trying to put a body on somebody, and leave the boards for Kristaps and Jalen, or at least somebody to get them. So he's done a good job, man. Pretty good game overall from Atlanta. Obviously, isn't going to be the prettiest offensively, minus Trey Young. Trey Young is on another level, so it's going to be a journey without Trey, but I think it's going to be much needed for Atlanta. I think this time without Trey is going to give the rest of the team an opportunity to kind of step up to the plate, and when Trey gets back, I think maybe even lighten his load uh, during the game, so Trey doesn't have to do too much. And that, with that being said, like Trey is going to exert his energy elsewhere in the game, so I think it's gonna be all around beneficial. I think Trey's gonna be he's gonna kill some narratives uh, about him not playing defense this year. Obviously, he's not gonna be first team all defense type thing, but I think the I think the effort is going to be seen. Trey does a really good job at I don't know, he's you know the narrative that he don't try is kind of crazy because he really does on defense. He'll get in position, kind of do like the little things you need to do. Obviously, the biggest disadvantage for Trey is he's 6'1", 6'2", so not much he can do about his height, dog. Like, yeah, so being realistic, Trey isn't going to be the that lockdown guy like Davion Mitchell is, or somebody at that height can be. So just because Trey has to do so much on offense, he is probably, I would say, 60% of Atlanta's offense. So when he's in the game, so but that's just my speculation. I don't know what his usage is, so you can actually track that. So yeah, man, we are coming into this second half as Atlanta has snuck away with the lead before the first half ended. So I'll take this time to grab some water and use the restroom, but I will be right back, y'all. I will be right back. Yo, 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 yo. I'm back. So, quick little restroom break. We are back. About to get this second half underway. So, Atlanta is leading by 2 here in the game. So, if you're a Hawks fan, positive stuff, man. Positive stuff. Kind of have kept Donovan Mitchell under wraps, 2 of 5. Or, excuse me, I was looking at the wrong stats. I knew that was wrong. 4 of 11. He is 4 of 11. So, good job by Atlanta's guards, even though they aren't having the greatest game offensively. The 2 guards, Nickeil and Dyson, have done a good job on Donovan Mitchell, so only held him to 13 points. He did start out the first quarter kinda firing, so it was a little nerve-wracking, I can't even lie to you. But how we feeling, man? We think Atlanta's gonna win this one? It's gonna be a slugfest. Definitely gonna be a slugfest. They've done a good job at controlling the pace. Um, you know, really, really good stuff to see from Atlanta on the boards. Um, Rebounding is a big point of emphasis for Atlanta. Doing a good job at doing a great job at maintaining the glass. And that is a big point of emphasis for Atlanta. They have allowed a lot of second chance opportunities. So you see Cleveland crashing the glass, have a lot, three to maybe even 4 guys in the paint after a shot is put up. So their bigs are attacking. They're a tall team, so obviously is a point of emphasis for Atlanta. Jalen done a really good job at that, leading the way, 10 rebounds for Atlanta. So good stuff for Atlanta if you're a Hawks fan. So yeah, man. Appreciate everybody tapped in on Twitch, YouTube, and Playback TV to the Open Gym. I greatly appreciate y'all. Um, I don't see any subs on the other platforms. So if you have subscribed or followed, I greatly appreciate you. So we got Atlanta versus Cleveland here, man. We got an Eastern Conference matchup. I think these 2 teams probably will they have a high possibility of matching up during the playoffs. So definitely a matchup to keep an eye on throughout the year. Our old pal DeAndre Hunter not having the greatest game shooting, 2 of 7. So now that he's on the opposite team, you like to see him have that under his belt. So got 3 steals though. He never did that with Atlanta. So He's trying to he's trying to have his revenge game in other areas, I guess. So not a lot of good stuff on the offensive end for Atlanta, but on the defensive end, they've done a really good job at neutralizing Evan Mobley as well. He only has 6 points and 4 rebounds, so he's 3 of 9 from the field. So good stuff at kind of neutralizing the other team stars. So you kind of see why Atlanta isn't like, having the greatest game on offense. They're kinda giving it their all on defense, so hopefully that can continue for Atlanta. So, as the first shot is a DeAndre Hunter brick, so second half is officially underway, man, officially underway. We got the Hawks starters that, started the game for Atlanta. Um, Nickeil, Dyson, Zach. Nickeil misses the straightaway 3 for Atlanta. But yeah, Nickeil, Dyson, Zach, Jalen, and Kristaps at the 5. So Donovan Mitchell coming out the coming out the second half firing. So yeah, you want to see Atlanta maintain the possessions. Don't want to see them turn the ball over a lot. As Kristaps finds Nickeil, doesn't find the basket, but it's all right, man. It's all right. Easy 2 for Cleveland as they push the lead to 3. So Jalen Tyson kinda getting a little feisty with Nickeil. Nickeil picks up the foul there. So you wanna see Atlanta kinda come out with a little more pep in their step, hopefully. So you wanna see them kinda turn this around as, Larry Nance gets an easy backdoor bucket right there. So, like I said, lead is at 3 for Cleveland. Atlanta did have a 2-point lead, so and a 5-point turnaround for Cleveland. Yeah, that's what you don't wanna see. So, Jalen and Dyson kinda are a little bit disconnected there. Maybe, possibly, potentially. Maybe it was deflected, so thankfully it was deflected. So, hey, a foul almost 90 feet away from the basket. Love to see it. As Jalen Tyson was a little overly aggressive there with Nickeil again. 3-point game, man. So as Atlanta continues to weather the storm without Trey, they are trailing here. Ooh! Air Force One, take off. Take off. Let's go. As Jalen powers it home for that too. Nobody was blocking that, yeah, nobody was getting up for that. As Donovan Mitchell finds Larry Nance. There we go, there we go. And one! Come on, Dyson. Come on. As Larry Nance, the old Hawk, picks up the foul there, so good stuff from Atlanta as they turn it around, man. Defense to offense, man, they got to stop as they replay the Jalen slam there. It's tough. Got up, man. Nobody was blocking that. That's tough. 57 to 55. So Atlanta returns um to hold the lead, and that's quick to expire. So tie game, man. There we go. Kill trying to get his offense going. Oh, good stuff. Oh man, if that fell, that would have been nasty. Jalen cuts to the rim aggressively, just can't get it to fall. It's the other Jalen in the game, can't get it to go. But Dyson comes up with it, and Ricochet gets it to Nikhil on the break, so good stuff from Atlanta there. Turning their defense to offense. Nikhil loses his headband. He tired of it, man. He tired of it. Wow. As Nikhil got caught on the screen there. Donovan Mitchell gets free for the three. There you go, Ricochet. It's good to be aggressive as Ricochet can't get it to go over the break there, or above the break, excuse me. So two-man game with Larry Nance and DeAndre Hunter doing what he does best, attacking the rim aggressively and getting it to go. So DeAndre Hunter gets his ninth point to go. Our old teammate. So yeah, the two former Hawks, man, it was a little two-man game of the previous Hawks players. So DeAndre Hunter gets it to go, see if he can make it a three-point play, and he does just that. So pushes the lead to 4 points for Cleveland as Nikhil back with the headband. So Kristaps draws a foul on Larry Nance. That's just gonna be a mismatch, usually almost every time. You know, most of the league does not have a good matchup to throw at Porzingis, so Porzingis should, that should be easy buckets for us, throughout the year. So kinda will be looking for that over this stretch. And Jalen Tyson, 3rd foul. It has to be 3 or 4. Oh, hold on, man. I gotta see Jalen Tyson. So, yeah, that's gonna be his 3rd foul, I'm pretty sure. So Atlanta's sitting with a 4-point deficit with 8 minutes to go. overall, been a pretty good game. Defensively, they're doing a good job. They recently did just let some easy shots go up. So Donovan Mitchell, I believe, has 5 points, maybe 5 6 points. So Atlanta already in the bonus here in the third quarter. So early on in the third, any foul that they draw, it's if it's not a shooting foul, it's gonna be two free throws. So that'll be good for Atlanta. They just need to stay aggressive. Nikhil knocks down the two, puts it at a 2 point game. 8 minutes to go. 4 minutes have gone by in this third quarter. So good rotations by Atlanta. Just they hit the shot. So Cleveland hits the shot, puts the lead to 5. So Atlanta trailing by 5, looking to get some offense going here. They getting it into Porzingis. Man, they've struggled, man. Cleveland has struggled with that matchup. So hopefully they find that matchup consistently here in the third quarter, since every foul is two free throws for Atlanta. They are in the bonus for the rest of the third quarter. So hopefully they can make that happen, man. Hopefully they can make that happen. So 61 to 66, 7 minutes to go in this third quarter. As Porzingis is at the line, um, the Cavaliers have a couple subs entering the game. Lonzo's in for Cleveland. So Kristaps looking to knock down this second free throw. Hasn't shot too consistent at the line, so gets the two to go there. 63-66 puts it at a 3 point deficit for Atlanta. So Kristaps done a good job here. 10 points, 9 rebounds. Um, they kind of had him matched up on good block by Jalen there, as Cleveland corrals the rebound, long rebound. Again goes to Cleveland. Um, Find the corner for Alonzo. Nope. Nope. Nikhil corrals it. So Atlanta still has their starters in. Jalen bringing it up for Atlanta. Kristaps probably should look to take advantage of this mismatch, as he has DeAndre Hunter guarding him. An offensive foul is actually nuts, bro. They're saying he elbowed him in the neck. Yeah, let's challenge that. Go ahead and review that. So Atlanta is going to stop the play and challenge that. Refs are trying to say Kristaps elbowed DeAndre Hunter in the neck, which is false. So I don't believe it. So maybe a good challenge here. Atlanta's assistant coach, who's in charge of challenges, I believe he's 2-4 over the years. So shooting 50%, man. So hopefully he can get this one to go and up his percentage. So Atlanta is challenging the play. So there's a little stop in the break. So we'll check out the box score. Hasn't changed drastically, but Jalen 13 and 11 triple double watch. He's got 4 assists. So another triple double watch for Jalen. Excuse me. And another just overall pretty good performance. Not pretty good. It's been a great performance. He's shooting 60% from the field, attacking the lane with just grown man aggressiveness, getting it done. So you like to see that. Like to see positive stuff from Jalen. Um, Other guys, Nikhil, Dyson, you're wondering why their game is kind of looking a little funky on the box score. But yo, guy, what's happening? So Nikhil filled in for what you call it, Trey Young. He is gonna probably, you know, retain that starting role, that point guard role. So Keaton Wallace is out. That's Atlanta's backup option for point guard, or I guess true point guard. So he is out with flu-like symptoms. So no Keenan Wallace or Trey Young. So Atlanta is facing a deficit there at the point guard position. So luckily um, they have the players to fill in. Nikhil has played point guard over his career. Dyson has played point guard over his career. Luke Kennard has played point guard over his career. So n- not like official point guards on the like stat sheets and stuff like on the tape, but they do have experience as we got Scott Foster about to give us the answer to this call. Let's see. Successful challenge here for Atlanta, so they should retain the possession. So it looks like Chris Stapps is gonna find some time on the bench here, as Onyeka is probably gonna fill his role. So yeah, man, which is a positive. I don't want Chris Stapps to play a lot of minutes, and not because I don't believe in him. I just think Onyeka might fit a little better, and what you call it, you gotta focus on Porzingis' health. So it'll be good for him and Onyeka to kind of split the responsibilities. So good stuff. Miscommunication there from Cleveland. Atlanta couldn't get that Nikhil Alexander Walker drive to go. So Lee still sits at 3 for Cleveland. Okay, Ricochet tried to find Jalen in the corner as Alonzo broke that up. So 12 seconds on the shot clock here for Atlanta. 63-66. Pass got tipped by Evan Mobley. It's good. I see the vision, but Jalen tried to find Onyeka. I don't think so. Boy, his stance was wide as hell. Oh, snap. Evan Mobley with the help side rejection. Jalen was gonna get up. Jalen Tyson can't get it to go. Neither can DeAndre Hunter, but they got a second chance. Can't get it to go again. Onyeka. Yeah, there we go. Bully him, Onyeka. Comes up with the board. That's not a foul, bro. What are we doing? Thank you. So Alonzo holding Jalen because that's a mismatch. So luckily, neither team has caught fire from three. So kind of probably why it is a low scoring game. It looks like 2004. We're about to have 60 points going into. Oh my gracious, Jalen. Kind of rare miss, man. He's a 90% free throw shooter. So rare miss at the line, but probably a little gassed to be honest. So unfortunately, Ricochet is the second substitution to follow Porzingis for the starting five. So Jalen knocks down the second, as well as Dyson. Dyson is out and V. Krejci is in. So in for Atlanta is Luke Kennard, Nikhil, Onyeka, Jalen, and V. Krejci. So we'll see. It's kind of an offensive lineup as they cause another miscommunication for Cleveland there. So 2-point game here for Atlanta. Nikhil is looking to run the offense. And he says, Jalen, you got this, dog. Jalen finds Onyeka. Onyeka gives it right back to Jalen. They said, do something, dog. Jalen finds V. V quick to pull, but just can't find the bucket. So still a 2-point game. Still a 2-point game. Jalen has to I think Jalen has to recognize and see that Atlanta is kinda lacking with, the playmaking right now, so he has to be that guy right now. You can't call that just 'cause he's out of the play. So another turnover for Atlanta, that's unfortunate, so 4 minutes here to go in the 3rd quarter, 64 to 69, 5-point deficit for Atlanta, so Atlanta adds another turnover to the stat sheet, so they're sitting at 15 to 7, so unfortunately losing that battle. There we go, another miscommunication for Cleveland, so if Atlanta would have taken advantage of these miscommunications, they would have a lead right now. He's not impeding his dribble, that should be a foul. That should be a foul, dog. Man, so, Cleveland out to a 7-point lead, so I don't understand how that's not a foul. I don't get it. Not quite sure. I'm not quite sure. So, no call, therefore, Atlanta leads to another Cleveland transition bucket. So, unfortunately, Atlanta is down by 7, so it was just a 3-point game, man. It was just 2-point, 3-point game, so but Atlanta's resilient, man. I think these rotations are throwing them off a little bit. It's a little offensive focus. They got V. Krejci, Luke Kennard, Onyeka, Jalen, and Nikhil out there. So not a big fan of the 3 guard, 2 big lineup. Um, I just don't see why they're running it, especially when you have Moge right there. It really should be Nikhil, Luke, Jalen, Moge, and Onyeka. So I know this year, at least, in the online and all that stuff, rotations have kind of been an issue for fans. So don't really like to see the 3 guard lineup. Just not my favorite. And that's not any knock on the 3 guards that are out there. I think those 3 guards are very much capable NBA players, but I think the coach is not setting them up for success. When this lineup, if they were shooting like 75%, then yeah. But they're not. Atlanta's looking for some outside shooting, but hasn't come from Beat Krejci. He's hit 1 3 this game, and that's it. So, and overall, just I think hasn't been the greatest performance from Veet. So we'll see if Atlanta sticks with that lineup or if they look to change it up. But hopefully they look to change it up because they're gonna need it. So yeah, man. Atlanta kind of fighting. It's a 7-point game though. So hopefully Atlanta can get it together, man. I don't want to see this good effort go to waste. They ended the first half really well, pushed up to a 2-point lead, took the lead for the first time during the game. So hopefully it changes, man. We got a 64 to 71, 7 points for Atlanta. So Atlanta has, I think Bob just said they've yet to hit a three in the second half. So if I think the first team to turn it around from three is probably gonna win the game if they can do that. So if somebody on either team can get it to go from long ball, it'll be wraps. But Cleveland's done a good job at not um, committing silly fouls. As Atlanta's been in the bonus since the 8-minute mark in the 3rd quarter. Donovan Mitchell for three. Like I said, first team to start hitting from three is gonna probably pull away, and this might look like Cleveland might be that guy because Donovan Mitchell is the only option for Cleveland right now at the moment. So he has 24 points, 6 of 11 from three. So neither team has shot well. Uh, Jalen doing a good job finding his brother Onyeka. So hopefully Onyeka can give us a boost at the line because it has kind of been a struggle for him at over this early season. So hopefully Onyeka ooh, shit. Hopefully Onyeka can kind of turn it around. Um, and like I said, the struggles continue. So Onyeka misses the free throw. For some reason, um, all his free throw shooting has gone to his 3-point shot, which for a big, I'll take it, bro. For a big, if you can shoot threes and you struggling at the free throw line, bro, honestly, I'll take it, bro. I'll take that. I'll take that trade off, to be honest. So he splits the trip, pushes the game back to 9. So Donovan Mitchell getting to a spot, getting it to go. So like I said, Mo Gay has entered the game for Atlanta, so hopefully he can make an impact. Dyson is the last defender left for Atlanta, so way to fight for Mo, way to fight for V for 3. No, sir. So Atlanta's struggling to find offense. They find Larry Nance down there on the break. Yep. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. So Atlanta has to cause some misses. There you go, Mo. There you go. Yeah, Mo should be playing the rest of the game, in my opinion. He should definitely be playing the rest of the game for sure. There you go, Dyson over his old teammate, Larry Nance. So good stuff, man. You like to see that aggressiveness from Dyson. So Dyson is checking Donovan Mitchell here. So I'm sure Nikhil is getting a little break. Yep, that's the stuff you want, but that's the stuff you can't have, man. Come on, V. Man, you cannot give up a second opportunity. And you caused there we go. Thank God. So Lonzo gets throws it to Dyson. Luke just overpowers the defender on that fast break opportunity. So gets his 11th point to go. Ticky tack foul right there as Cleveland picks it up, but Atlanta pushes a little deficit to 7. So um, Mo Gay is in the game. I think Mo should be getting heavy minutes. I don't want to be too negative. I'm not a terribly big fan of uh, V Krejci in the game right now. I know we don't have a lot of options, but as Larry Nance misses that 3, he's still with us, y'all. He's still with us. Yeah, take advantage. Oh yeah, good stuff. I don't even know what happened, but Dyson got it to Onyeka on the cut. Maybe I don't know if it was deflected or not, but great stuff there. Great stuff. Way to finish that play. So 5 points here. So like I said, um, defense is going to be a key for Atlanta's offense because if they can get turnovers, get stopped, you know, cause the other team to not score, just like they're doing right now. They're on a little run right here. The past couple minutes, they've held Cleveland scoreless. Let's go! Let's go! Oh, Yeka the Mo. What a jam. Oh, damn. Oh, Yeka doing what he does best with that backdoor pass. And Donovan Mitchell attacking Atlanta's weakest link on the other end. So great stuff. Great find from Onyeka to find a backdoor Mo. Uh Onyeka, that pass is insane. For a center to be able to kind of find those windows, you'll love that. So uh, Donovan Mitchell gets that one to go, pushes the lead to a 2 possession game, 4 points. Atlanta's defense doing their thing though. Um, Even with the liability Veet out there. Man, I don't wanna be too critical on Veet, but man, he has unfortunately been the weak point for Atlanta on defense. So oh man. which isn't the case when Keaton is in the game. Keaton isn't, like, the tallest or the strongest guy, but, I mean, it's just that extra effort that he puts in. Yeah, wow. Good transition defense from Atlanta there. Travel. Travel, baby. Unforced turnover, so even maybe he may have forced that, so maybe so, like to see a little more legs on that from Dyson, but you gotta remember, man, Dyson is probably a little gassed this game. He is chasing around Donovan Mitchell, especially he is the only one aside from the Q. He probably is the only one that can keep up, with Donovan Mitchell on that end, so I think a technical foul was called on Cleveland. Luke Kennard knocks down the technical free throw, so unfortunately, Mo Gay checks out of the game for Jalen. It's not that I don't wanna see Jalen play, it's that I wanna see Mo Gay play, so it's just unfortunate, man. Rotations haven't been my favorite, man. The liability, I believe the weak point in Atlanta's defense is Veet right now. So the fact that, he's getting, burned over some individuals that I think could be really beneficial for Atlanta, I'm not a fan of. So rotations have been a pretty big thing for me, honestly, in this early on in this season. So Jalen getting to a spot, shooting over Lonzo, puts it at a 2-point game. So that's a foul. That's a foul. Another unforced turnover. So Lonzo, try to sneak Dyson on that one. I think they might have been teammates a little bit. I don't remember Lonzo's time in, New Orleans, but let's go! Let's go, dog! We'll take that lead. We'll take that lead right back. We'll take that lead right back, you feel me? So, Atlanta does a great job at operating, their game right there at the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's go. Jalen ends it with a 3. That's what I'm talking about, dog. That's what I'm talking about. So, Atlanta causes a turnover. Hold on, man. My cat acting up. Hold on one second. Oh, my fault, man. My cat wanna act like Daredevil, man. She jumps on the banister that's 2 levels up, man. I don't know, man. Cats, if you have a cat, I don't know. So Jalen mother effing Johnson. If y'all don't believe now, I'm telling y'all slacking, bro. What a game, man. 19 points, 11 rebounds as he drilled the 3 for Atlanta to retain the lead, man, and this game is really looking like 2004. 79-78 going into the 4th quarter, man. It's reminiscent of my childhood, man. It's the basketball that I love. So, it's really been a slugfest, man, I can't lie. So, neither team has caught fire from 3. That is probably why it's been such a low-scoring game. So, um, if you're kinda box score watching on the Atlanta side, you're kinda probably wondering why the box score is looking like this. The guards aren't having the greatest game as Nikhil and Dyson are combined for 6 of 18. So, again, not the best game from those 2, but you look on the other side, Donovan Mitchell is 9 of 17. 28 points. So, I mean, you look at that, he's shooting 52%. So, like, I mean, they're not doing the greatest job. But you look at the rest of the roster, man. Evan Mobley, 3 of 11. Jalen Tyson, 3 of 10. Larry Nance, 1 of 9. DeAndre Hunter has been the only source of offense for Cleveland as he is 4 of 11. So, other than Donovan Mitchell, they've done a great job. So, you're going to let Donovan get to his shot as the 4th quarter is underway, and Atlanta finds Porzingis, and Porzingis definitely probably got fouled. So contact there ends up being a no call. So 2-point lead, still there for Atlanta. And man, oh man, rotations, rotations, rotations. So 3 guard lineup, back at it. Unfortunately, so Ricochet is back in the game, and like I said, Donovan Mitchell knocks the three down, so pushes it to 5, 76-81. So hopefully Porzingis can take advantage of this, kinda get these buckets when we need them, and misses that elbow jumper. It's a good shot, good process, but not the greatest results, so another open look for Donovan Mitchell, man. It's not the game for thank you. Yeah, bro, you tripping. Jalen Tyson picks up another foul that's 90 feet away from the basket. Yeah, brother, so I believe it might be a transition take. Maybe never mind. So I thought he was lining it up. So Porzingis, picks up his double-double with that last rebound and, so picks up the draws a foul on Jalen Tyson being overly aggressive. I believe that's probably his 4th foul. So, good luck. Obviously, neither team caught caught flame, so Ricochet is gonna be picking up the Donovan Mitchell assignment. Does a good job there making a pass, but, Donovan Mitchell finds the open man and Jalen Tyson on the wing there, so just the lead up to 8. Oh, shit. Spacing wasn't the greatest there. Ricochet can't get it to go. A travel, dog? He was fighting for the board, bro. Come on, bruh. So, um, Atlanta hasn't found the mark from 3, so Cleveland is shooting 15 of 47, and Atlanta is shooting 4 of 19, so it's been a pretty old-fashioned game for Atlanta. A lot of twos have kept them in the game, not a lot of 3 balls, so if they can find somebody to hit from 3, man, as Evan Mobley misses that, did a good job of closing in on that, as 3 defenders kinda got to that. Good stuff. Good stuff, man. Dyson finds Luke, Luke finds Ricochet, and Ricochet gets the bucket, so that's what you wanna see, some sort of offense working. There you go, Ricochet. Way to pick that up. Ricochet finds Luke for 3, baby! We in it, baby. 3-point game, so 81-84. Good stuff from Ricochet to find the open man in the corner. The illegal screen. That way. Yeah, that way. Yeah, that way. That's foul, my boy. That's 5 fouls on you, my boy. So Jalen Tyson, Cleveland really doesn't care about him, honestly. They just left him in the game. They did not pull him when he was on that little run of personal fouls. So Jalen Tyson picks up his 5th foul. So Atlanta probably gonna be attacking that mismatch as they have a disadvantage there as they lose one of their key guys. And one! Let go, Dyson. Hey, you too strong, brother. Too strong, bro. That can't hold you, bro. That's not the real Dean. That's not the real D Wade. That's the fake D Wade. Yeah, the fake D Wade can't hold you, big dog. That's off-brand D Wade, bro. That's Temu D Wade. Yeah, he can't hold you, big dog. Look at him. Fraudulent. It's kinda crazy, isn't it? We got a Melo in the league still, as Dyson knocks down the free throw, pushes his point total to 10. Quick thought, man. We got a Melo in the league, we got a D Wade in the league, and we still got Bron and Chris Paul. The banana boat crew lives on. Just looks a little different. Nikhil showcasing his defensive efforts as he pokes the ball free. Oh shit. That was a good lay. That was a good lay as Cleveland takes the lead, 86 to 84, 8 minutes to go here. Dyson attacking, probably got a foul on the floor. Yeah, he got tripped though. So look for Cleveland to be undisciplined on defense and push Atlanta over the bonus. So Onyeka checking back in the game with Jalen, which is a positive sign. Jalen and Onyeka have done a good job. So team fouls sitting at 22 for Cleveland, 13 for Atlanta. So obviously Atlanta's done a pretty good job this game at playing discipline. Uh, foul wise, thank you. So doesn't count as a turnover. Hopefully, didn't get a turnaround. So 84-86. So no turnover there for Ricochet. Fortunately, Quinn, don't do it, please, Quinn. Please, Quinn. Please, Quinn, don't do it. Leave Ricochet out there, dog. Don't do it, Quinn. Don't do it, dog. Leave him out there. Leave him out there, please, brother. Please. So, um, Cleveland's only hope has hit the bench. Donovan Mitchell hits the bench like 30 some points. Akil finds Dyson on the back door, so Atlanta ties it up 86-86. Good stuff from Atlanta's guards. There we go, Ricochet. Way to impact the game, bro. What are you talking about? That's not a foul? So Ricochet got the steal, but unfortunately a quick turnover. So Luke Kennard enters the game for Dyson Daniels, gives Dyson a quick breather. So 8 minutes here in the fourth quarter. So I'm assuming Atlanta trying to give their guys a break before they get into crunch time as uh you're not the real D Wade, bruh. Oh yeah, you thought so. As Proctor picks up a foul trying to dunk on Onyeka. Onyeka wasn't gonna let that happen. It ain't gonna happen. So third foul on Onyeka, like I said. Atlanta's done a pretty good job on defense, playing disciplined, not committing a lot of fouls. That's kind of been a problem early on. A lot of players have faced foul trouble early on this season. But I don't think that's going to be a consistent theme for Atlanta. I think Atlanta should be a pretty disciplined team. They shouldn't pick up a lot of silly fouls. So shout out to Dyson, man. He is not they. He is doing a pretty good job stepping up on offense, kind of holding it down for the guards of Atlanta this game. So 2-point deficit for Atlanta, 7 minutes. So if Atlanta can kind of find a three ball somewhere, maybe Luke Kennard, he's been a pretty positive there. Or just easy, an offensive foul. That's so back-to-back interesting calls. Got a delay a game, which is the second call, but we got an offensive foul for Onyeka, which is kind of odd, man. Both players kind of fighting for position, so I don't know. Atlanta kind of like I unfortunately said, picking up some lack of discipline fouls there. So I'd like to see them play a little smarter, maybe. Take care of the ball. It's gonna be keys to winning this game. So, and they got to score. They got to build this lead with Donovan Mitchell on the bench. Honestly, you got to do a good job at that. Ricochet, get out the way, dog. Got to find your space, and brother, spacing for Atlanta has been a battle. Has been a battle. So you like to see that kind of clear up. It's a 2-point game. Yeah, Lonzo finds cutting Proctor. Uh, what is up with this camera angle? There you go. Jalen gets it to go. Man, missed that half the possession for Atlanta there. So 2 points, man. 2 points. Timu D Wade kicks it to another. I don't know. There you go, Lonzo. He with us. Uh, golly. 3 ball from DeAndre Hunter, unfortunately, is for the other team this time because he has been traded from Atlanta. So timeout here. It's looking like a break in the action is a 5-point game. Like I said, you need Atlanta to take advantage of these no Evan Mobley and no Donovan Mitchell minutes. And unfortunately, they're just not doing that. So, but pretty good game overall. Spacing for Atlanta here. This fourth quarter has kind of been a little ugly. So, don't know what happened to the rhythm on for Atlanta's offense. So, not quite sure what happened. So Atlanta's got a couple minutes left, 6 minutes to go, down by 5 to kinda get their stuff together and kinda get it to how they ended the 3rd quarter. So, like I said, man, it's gonna be a slugfest. Nobody has been on fire from 3 for Atlanta. Actually, there's only been one. Oh, and he not even starting either. That's Onyeka, man. He hit 1 3. Luke Kennard has been the only bright spot for Atlanta from 3 or 4. So, V has chipped in as well. So, V, Onyeka, and Luke, the only Hawks to hit a 3. So, it's gonna be a uphill battle, if that's the case. Onyeka hasn't Kristaps hasn't found his shot, unfortunately. Mm, what you call it? Kristaps hasn't found his 3. Mo Gay hasn't got a lot of playing time, which is unfortunate, man. The last 3 minutes of the 3rd quarter when Mo got in, um, they turned it around, man. They literally took the lead. So and then when Mo Gay checked out, like, Jalen hit the 3 to put him up. So no Mo Gay is kind of, disheartening, I would say, but, we'll see, man. We'll see how this goes. I don't the in-arena entertainment needs some work for Cleveland, man. They kinda have missed on all the games. Every time I check in, man, it's just dookie. So, yeah, man, uh after the good dub on, what was it, Friday, Halloween night, after the good dub against Indiana, hasn't been the greatest game on offense for Atlanta. Excuse me, my eyes are itching. But, yeah, offensively hasn't been the brightest game for Atlanta. I mean, a couple of players have been doing well, Jalen doing Jalen things, but, Hawks have kinda struggled to find a spark on offense. Defense is playing, I would say, alright. Aside from Donovan Mitchell, nobody else has really found their offense. I think DeAndre Hunter is maybe the only one with, making an impact, so the game's not over, man. 5 points, 6 minutes to go, but if they turn the ball over like that, it is over. So Donovan Mitchell back in has been the only hope from 3 for Cleveland, and you see why he drills the 3 not even a minute into the game. So Cleveland looking to challenge. Yeah, man. Atlanta has just not had an answer for Donovan Mitchell, man. Just unable to find a 3 and unable to take care of the ball here late in the 4th quarter. So 8 points, not insurmountable. They can still turn it around, but it's looking a little spooky for Atlanta. So yes, man. I think if you're a Hawks fan, rotations are going to be a big discussion after this game. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. So hopefully they can turn it around. Um, Man, definitely want to see. Definitely want to see Atlanta be competitive. I don't know if they have to win, but would like to. see it be competitive. So yeah, man, as we are in the open gym for the rest of this Atlanta Hawks versus Cleveland Cavs matchup, I want to say appreciate everybody that tapped in, followed, subscribed, became a member on Playback, whichever platform you are tapped into. I appreciate it, man. I greatly appreciate it. So Atlanta trying to find a way to come away with this game, man. 8 points deficit isn't insurmountable, but definitely not surprising outcome, man. Atlanta hasn't had the greatest night from three. They are shooting 5 of 21 from three. So my broadcast went out and don't know what's happening. I hear the sound. Oh, it's all black. Oh my goodness. So Atlanta has felt the absence of a Trey Young heavily this game. Um, there have been spurts of the game where their half court offense just isn't the greatest. So which has been which is gonna be expected, man. With how good Trey Young is on offense, man, it's expected. Missing him is going to you're gonna feel the void. So last game, um, the guards did a good job at filling the void, but tonight just hasn't been the kills game from shooting wise, I should say. Well, overall, this year, um, Nikhil hasn't had the greatest opportunities from three or results from three. So, but I mean, last game he did have to contribute differently. Dyson picks up the steal there against Donovan Mitchell. They go easy two, man. Lead that comeback as he picks up Donovan Mitchell again, 94 feet. So 90 to 96. Dyson did a good job there guarding Donovan. Yeah, that's what you like. He with us. Gotta corral it. Gotta corral it. There you go. 90 to 96 as Chris Stapps is looking to make a re-entry back into this game. Nikhil drew the foul. That's what you need. 5 minutes to go. 90 to 96 for Atlanta. They are trailing by 6. Uh, a big news for this game. 5 of 21 from three. So um, kind of don't like to see that from Atlanta. Unfortunately, not really hitting the mark from three. So good stuff from Nikhil getting that free throw to go. It's his ninth point. So Nikhil hasn't had the greatest shooting night, but again, they've had the opportunity of guarding Donovan Mitchell, him and Dyson. So they've done a good job at you know, on the defensive end. Even though Donovan, has gotten his shots off, found his three ball. Um, I think they've affected the game in other areas as well, kind of shutting down their other options, their plan B, plan C options. So, but close game here for Atlanta. 4 points. Like I said, Atlanta is in a resilient team as Dyson picks up another swipe. Let's go, Nikhil. Let's go. Let's go. Doing what he does best, getting in transition. All right. Hawks swinging the ball around here. Getting the ball to the mismatch. Yeah, foul him out. Foul him out, dog. Chris Apps gets it to go. Might have been an and one, but refs spared Jalen Tyson there. They didn't want him to foul out. Yep, Lonzo Ball found him. So pushes it to 494-98. So Atlanta and Cleveland finding their offense, as it was kind of a slugfest there early on. So, yep, Bob Rathburn just said it was a 6-0 run for Atlanta, and it is quickly put to bed by that two by cutting Evan Mobley. So Atlanta doing a good job just staying in the game. So with this lineup of Jalen, I think it was Jalen, Dyson, Akil, Luke, and maybe Onyeka. So good job, man. I think it's a defensive heavy lineup. Dyson's done a great job on defense. He has 4 steals this game. So great, great game from Dyson. So hopefully Atlanta can find a way to sneak away this dub. So it's been a really, really good game from Dyson. 7 of 10 from the field, 16 points, 4 steals, 3 assists, and he's chipped in 3 rebounds and 8 blocks. So really good stuff from Dyson. A total of 5 stocks. So the stock is five steal and a block. So 5 of them things from Dyson. So really, really good stuff from Dyson, which is kind of usual. Dyson might average 3 steals a game. You heard it here first. Dyson might just do it, But really good stuff from Atlanta's bigs rebounding wise. 23 rebounds from the starting front court. So and Onyeka has chipped in 5, and the other guys have crashed the board well. As Nikhil loses possession there, golly, so not gonna be a positive thing if you just give up easy transition buckets, man. So Atlanta needs to work on holding on to the ball. So if they can hit a 3, man, it's a 3-point game. So now you wanna call a foul. Now you wanna call a foul. Mwamba, yes. Yes, man, it is a great game. So that's all we can ask for, man. That's all we can ask for. Appreciate you tapping in to the open gym over there on YouTube. Oh yeah, that was definitely a foul. So Nikhil drew the foul, getting to the line, and Atlanta's in the bonus for the rest of the game. So that's something to pay attention to if they get any ticky tack fouls. There we go. Nikhil knocks down 1 of 2. Gets his 11th point. So yes, man, 95 to 100, 5-point game with 3 minutes and 54 seconds to go. So Atlanta trying to find some offense here late in the game. Nikhil knocks down the second of 2. So 4-point game, man. So if Atlanta can get some shooting going, it might be a totally different game. So unfortunately, Jalen Tyson knocks down the wide open 3. The wide open 3. Wide open 3. Wide open. It was wide open. So 96, 103, 3 minutes to go here. So as you see on the FanDuel graphic, it is a 3-point battle has been the story of the night for Atlanta. 5 of 21. So it's not gonna be positive results. So um Atlanta blitzed Lonzo. Why are you pressuring Lonzo, bro? He is not Donovan Mitchell, bro. Like, why are we throwing 2 to 3 defenders at Lonzo and giving up that short roll to the corner, bro? That's tough. Doesn't make too much sense because Lonzo is not a threat from 35 plus, bro. So why are we doing that? He's not Donovan Mitchell out here. So not yeah, it doesn't make too much sense. So rotations are a big thing for Atlanta. I know that's probably gonna be a big discussion for, fans after the game. Yes, a lot of some players in 30 minutes, the 2 guards, Nikhil and Dyson, 30 minutes, Jalen, 30 minutes, Onyeka, 25, Kristaps, 23, Zach, 24, and V, 17. I don't wanna pick on certain players, but I just think Atlanta probably coulda had a better chance of winning with Moge instead of V. I think Atlanta should tap into having a height advantage over a lot of teams. So they have the players that can do that. So Jalen Johnson struggles to get that turnaround to go over Jalen Tyson. He probably could have went to the rim. Good stuff, Jalen knocking that out of Mobley's hands. That's just gonna be deflating. I was gonna say depleting, and then it just came out wrong. So Atlanta got to get some offense here. So yeah, can't get any offense to go, which is unfortunate because they are getting the stops that they need on defense. Man, they are getting the ball out of Donovan Mitchell's hands, causing other Cavs to shoot the ball. Yes, Donovan Mitchell takes advantage of that matchup. If I don't know if Atlanta's gonna run this with Luke Kennard in there, I think you have to find him on the offensive end. You have to find that shooting because nobody is getting that three ball to go, and he's been the only bright spot for Atlanta. So I don't know, man. The writing might be on the wall for Atlanta. This is a Donovan Mitchell masterclass. He is showing why he is a top player in the league right now. 36, 12, 21, 8 of 15 from three. So that's unfortunate, man. Pushes it to 10, but Atlanta's a resilient team, man. They are resilient, so they can turn it around here. Jalen for three. There we go. That's what Atlanta needs. So 99, 106, man. I'm not counting them out quite yet. Knockdown, that's what we talking about. So 99 to 106. Good stuff, Jalen. Good stuff. That's a foul? Oh my God, you tripping. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, you tripping. Oh, you tripping. That's so weak, bro. You tripping, bro. Unless he was holding him. Bro, what? Oh, bro. The hand is a part of the ball, bro. Refs hating, bro. Good job by Atlanta kinda causing that. Yes, sir. So DeAndre Hunter got Butterfingers, dog. You got Butterfingers. Yeah, he looking a little nervous, dog. He looking a little nervous because he know what this team is capable of. So a minute and 56 seconds to go. It's gonna stay Atlanta ball. So let's take advantage of these turnovers, man. Please. Here we go, man. It's a 7-point game, man. So Atlanta did a good job at getting that lead back in the third. Block. And we in the bonus. And we in the bonus. And we're in the bonus. Let's go. So Atlanta to the line. So Nikhil hasn't had the greatest game. Yeah, he was still moving, Donovan. You wasn't set, dog. That's not a charge, bro. So Nikhil hasn't had the greatest shooting game. 2 of 10 from the field, 0 of 4 from three, but he has still made an impact, getting to the line 8 times. So Nikhil at the line here for Atlanta. Oh, man, he was 8 of 8 before that, but, um, can push it to at least a 6-point game. So Nikhil here at the line, it ain't nothing, Nikhil, it ain't nothing, brother. Knock down, dog, just knock it down, bro, just hit this one. There we go, bucket. So 6-point game, man. So if Atlanta can get 2 stops, that's all they need, man. That's all we're waiting on, 2 stops. So Nikhil almost got that, ball poked away from that's what you want. Yep, it's gonna stay here. Bro, he's not impacting the game like that. He's not impacting the game like that. Please, please, please give us a sub, man. Please give us a sub. We got Ricochet. Oh my goodness, man. I love Luke Kennard. It's not a knock against Luke, man. These matchups, though, dog. These matchups, bro. It's been so frustrating having him just be able to just give it up, bro. Oh my god. Um, Quinn choosing to close with Luke Kennard. I mean, I get it since he's been our only offense from three. Like he's been the only guy that can hit a three ball, but still, man, man, it is tough, man. That is tough, bro. That's tough. So they rule it a three. It's 109, 100. Atlanta's not out, man. It's Porzingis gets a quick bucket in the paint. It's not over with. 102 to 109. 1 minute to go, man. Atlanta can hit a quick shot and be right back in it. But yeah, there we go. There we go. Just like that. Just like that. So 102, 109. A minute to go. Lonzo commits the foul. That should be a transition take, honestly. That really should be a transition take. It's 102, 109. If that's not a transition take, then 2K gotta correct its system because that would be a transition take in 2K. But I mean, they are in the bonus, so I'd rather take 2 shots and get it back, so and yeah, that's tough. That's tough. So Jalen, usually a good free throw shooter, misses the first of 2. Can't get it to go, man, can't get it to go, so misses 2 of that trip. Gamers. 50 seconds, man, 10-point game. So Atlanta, unfortunately, looking like they're gonna pick up this L. Yup, that's game. All good stuff. Way to stay aggressive. At least didn't, give up an easy look, so man. I think it was a really good game for Atlanta, just obviously the three-point shooting, not there for Atlanta. That's gonna be a key. Um, so 102 to 112, 10-point. It's now 11 points with these free throw opportunities for, I believe it should be Evan Mobley. So yeah, man, Atlanta just overpowered there late in the game. I don't know. Some of those rotations they've left points on the board at the free throw line. Um, It's not the greatest result for Atlanta. The progress throughout the game was positive to see, though. They kind of stayed resilient throughout the whole game. Slow start, which kind of typical for Atlanta, unfortunately. As Nikhil gets it to go, Chris Kristaps hit the flow, trying to hustle for that, but 104, 113, looking a little improbable for Atlanta. So Donovan Mitchell guarding Chris Kristaps, he hit the flow, but fortunately found a kill on the cut, made it work. But like I said, man, unfortunate night for Atlanta. Just could not get a three ball to fall. So the road trip for Atlanta ends in a loss. It's looking like so 21 seconds to go, 105, 113. Atlanta comes away on this road trip two of what they lost to the Bulls, lost to Cleveland. So it's 500 on this road trip. So This road trip ends with a loss, unfortunately, but, got the most important game, I think, of the road trip out the way. The NBA Cup game got that out the way as Atlanta calls a timeout, probably to get their end of rotation guys in the game, probably for the most part, as DeAndre Hunter hit those free throws. He has looks like he's excuse me, my bad. Hit the mic there. Ends the game with 16 points as he has a mini revenge game. Um, it might be one of his first games against Atlanta. He has been kind of he hasn't missed the games where Atlanta plays Cleveland. So Atlanta shooting 26% from three. Cleveland didn't shoot much better, 35%. But as we kind of check out the stats for the teams, Atlanta doing a good job. They've done a good job these past games at winning the battle of points in the paint. So um, three, three, excuse me, 56 to 34. And was that total on in that battle during the game, but second chance points unfortunately have again struck Atlanta Hawks 6 to 13. So Cleveland did a good job at getting to the board when they could. Atlanta did a good job, 58 to 48 in the rebounding battle, but um, Cleveland just got to the important ones. They got to the ones on the offensive glass and made it count. So 13 to 6, even though it's not too much of a margin. Those 13 points are huge, bro. It's literally the game. So, um, and on the fast break, Atlanta wasn't able to run their game. The fast break was kind of shut off fairly easily because Atlanta turned the ball over 6 more times, and just obviously Trey Young's absence is felt. So unfortunate for Atlanta, like I said, they've left a lot of free points, out there this game. 71% at the free throw line. It's not gonna be terribly good results, if you pull that off. So 115 to 107 is looking like it's gonna be around there as we still got free throws and whatnot going on. So unfortunate for Atlanta, but it is what it is, man. No Trae Young for the next couple weeks, man. We got the results on his MRI. It's a sprained MCL. So Jalen's staying aggressive, getting it to go. So 109 to 117 is what the Cavs are finna dribble the clock out to. So good game from Jalen. Obviously, 23 points. Obviously, these are the games where you miss Trey the most. It's a 10-point game. Atlanta couldn't hit the water with a beach ball. Sucks, man. That sucks. So, Jalen was the only starter to hit a three. Onyeka, Luke, and Veet were the only bench guys to chip in. Rotations are going to be in question, I'm sure. 8 minutes from Mo, 17 for Veet. And that's not to pick on Veet, but this matchup I don't think it was a Veet matchup. So unfortunately, Atlanta Hawks fall to the Cleveland Cavaliers. So Trae Young is out for the foreseeable future. So if you're an Atlanta fan, just hold on, man. Just hold on. I promise we'll be all right. But I appreciate everybody that tapped in on the three platforms that we streamed this game on. Playback, Twitch, and YouTube, man. I greatly appreciate you guys. So Atlanta falls to the Cleveland Cavaliers. We'll be back in the open gym on Tuesday. I might be in State Farm, so I'm gonna try to go live for y'all. If it don't work out, it don't work out. But we'll be here Tuesday. Atlanta takes on the Magic. They'll be back at home. So Atlanta ends the road trip, and they are back at the crib. So yeah, man, a couple of friendly faces over there for Cleveland. They're chopping it up with the guys. So but yeah, man, I greatly appreciate you. I'm finna give me something to eat, man. It's been a terrible day for Atlanta sports fans. The Falcons lost, now the Hawks lost. So, but it was a good game over here. It was a good game. Can't be mad, can't be mad. So next telecast is looking to be against the Raptors for an NBA Cup game. So another NBA Cup game coming up against the Raptors. Hopefully the Hawks can get their revenge. Um, Shout out the Hawks, man. They fought until the end. Cleveland just, doing Cleveland things, but it's a positive game if you're an Atlanta fan. This is probably going to be a matchup you would look forward to in the postseason. So definitely keep an eye on these matchups. So Atlanta look good, man. Even though they lost, they look good without Trey. Hopefully, couple, maybe a month, we can get Trey back and get back to rolling. So hopefully these guys can get some good reps at, kind of stepping up when they need to, when Trey isn't having the greatest game. So yeah, man, I greatly appreciate everybody once again, man, as we end the broadcast there, man. I greatly appreciate everybody. But once again, man, we'll be back Tuesday for the Hawks versus Magic, as they are back home. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good rest of the night. Have a good start of the week tomorrow. And we'll be live on YouTube and Twitch. Gaming tonight on 2K. So about to get this revenge for the Hawks, get some dubs. So again, thank y'all. Y'all have a good night. I'll catch y'all later.